Welcome to Fast Cars, Fast Girls. We are your INDYCAR experience.
Oh, dang. I didn't know all right meant surprise. We're starting.
Well, I'm sorry. I said okay.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I just said, all right. All right. All right, so it's episode 30.
It is.
You would have thought we would have had this handled by now, but we don't.
We don't.
Well, it's kind of a lighter, looser episode.
It is.
And as far as, warming up the tires, basically we're going to talk about some news, some of the bigger news items that have happened during the slew of race weekends.
Yes.
And then we're just going to kind of chat about the 2020 schedule and kind of call it a day because the championship is looming and so is my flight tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. Where are you going? South Carolina?
Yeah, I'm going back to the DOJ training in South Carolina.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah. I also have to leave the Monday after Laguna, so surprise.
Well, that's no fun.
I know. I mean, it's a plane ride, so it is what it is.
It's true. It's true. At least it's not a drive.
No, I will never drive to Columbia, South Carolina.
No. Mm-mm.
Let me be clear about that.
No, I don't blame you there at all.
Done enough driving.
Yes, we have. I'm surprised we didn't keep track of how many miles. I'm sure we could add it up, but we should do that next season.
We really need to. We just forget about it, and then you get halfway through, and you're like, why start now? It's halfway done.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of miles.
Yes, just a whole lot of miles.
Oh.
I think that's an appropriate measurement.
Yeah. Gobs.
God, just shit ton.
A shit ton, yeah. I was like, this is a shit ton.
This is a shit ton.
That is the measurement, a shit ton. All right, so, let's jump into some news.
So, first of all, kind of solving one of the bigger what-ifs surrounding the Aero McLaren Racing SP?
Yes.
Okay. I just guess now. MR, there you go. Yep. Hinch is staying with them through 2020, which is the last year of his contract.
Interesting. And so that's official news then?
That was from motorsports.com, and it was following an interview with, Sam Schmidt basically was like, no, it was our intent to have Hinch for 2020.
I saw that. I don't know. I felt like the wording...
Well, the wording is never going to be 100% ever, but it seems like for Sam to say that, that's who's coming back is Hinch.
Yeah. Well, good. I would enjoy seeing that.
Yeah. So somebody bought out his contract with Canadian Honda, I guess. Or maybe that contract was up. I don't know.
I don't believe that it was.
See, those are a little harder to ferret out than the regular driver's contracts.
Yeah.
Because those are more like...
It's a personal... Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe they were allowed to just terminate it. I mean, who knows?
That's true.
So we at least have that driver in the number 5 car. Now, the wording surrounding Marcus Ericsson, that was very nebulous.
It was. I mean, basically, it was he's got as good a chance as anybody, but yeah.
That's it. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they made the decision before or after. Well, they made it before Hinch's Body Issue with ESPN came out.
I
don't even know what to say about that.
Some things can't be unseen.
Some things, no. And some of those pictures, I was like, I don't feel appropriate looking. I need an adult. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a little scandalous.
It was. I mean, good for Hinch.
He's a very good physique, and I'm glad that, an IndyCar driver was again in there, because, these guys really are athletes. They are training every damn day.
Very hard. Well, and honestly, I had no idea Hinch was so ripped. I mean, I know that they're all very fit. I didn't expect him to look like an Olympic swimmer without any clothes on.
I know, it's all your chart. Oh, God. But I actually seems like I get Playboy for the articles. Like, I read the article, and there was, like, a really good, like, video. I know, it makes me laugh. Video, but he talked about, like, how they have to use, like, we know the arms have to be there, the neck muscles, but also, like, abs and core, if you kind of think about stability through, like, I don't know, a 3-hour-long race.
Yeah.
And, like, how much jostling they have to go through, like, it made sense. And so, seeing it after reading the article, I was like, all right, I get it now. It's not just weird. Now, granted, I'm sure he was on, like, a no-carb diet for, like, a month and a half.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you have to be to maintain that kind of look.
Yeah. I was just talking about for the photo shoot. Hopefully after...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, every bodybuilder I know has, like, an extra hardcore diet that they do right before a contest because you just can't maintain your abs looking like that all of the time on a normal diet. It cannot be done. I
really just hope he got himself some good, like, tater skins and had a beer afterward, because that'd be the first thing I want. Give me some... I mean, our Irish bodies would be like, give me some potatoes and give me some beer.
Yes. I need potatoes and alcohol stat.
Get them. I'd be like, I would like them in my room.
Yeah, I'm not walking to them. Yeah, I want them served to me in bed. I'm now going to binge all of the shows.
Yes.
Another reason we can be IndyCar drivers or bodybuilders.
We just like beers and potato too much. I guess.
Yeah.
I really am sad that, speaking of not putting miles down, I'm sad we've never, ever just, like, kept a list of the various reasons. I feel like if we go back, I might, during one of my mini flights, I might start the list again.
Oh, of reasons we can't be drivers?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, aside of course, from the very obvious, we have not been in karting since we were 5, like, that shit. Yeah,
aside from that.
But, like, the fun ones.
Yeah, aside from the logical reasons.
The real reasons.
Yeah. No, our fun ones. Yeah. Yeah, beer and potatoes are definitely near the top of the list.
Yeah. God damn that starch. I love it.
I will not apologize for my love of the starch.
No, I won't. Bam! Sorry. I don't know what she's doing, but she's, like, barking in the other room. And I'm not going to hear it while I'm recording. All right, so Hinch is staying with the new team, I guess is the appropriate way to say it, through his contract running out in 2020. So next silly season, the seat is up.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
So hopefully he has some very good races this season.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see him with this kind of new partnership, and, like, if it suddenly dramatically changes, then who knows?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting.
That's telling as well. I think that's very telling if a team somehow switches part of it and all of a sudden all your drivers get better. You're like, oh, so it wasn't the drivers. Cool.
Right, yeah, like, oh no, there was something else going on there.
Yeah, not really anything else as far as the silly season. We're still waiting to see about the Meyershank Racing new shit. We should be hearing that in the next couple of weeks or so. Please don't break the news, though, while I'm at the DOJ training, because service sucks there, and I'm going to be really upset. Just going to be real about that.
Yeah, no, I hope for your sake that it does not happen while you're there.
Because I'm just going to leave the training and run outside to get a good cell service.
Be like, I need to get on the internet!
Ma'am, is everything okay? No, Meyershank Racing put out an announcement, and I need to know! Just run.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited for that announcement. I can't wait.
I know, that's kind of the big announcement I'm waiting for. Like, I need to know.
Same.
Nope,
I'm with you. Other big news, ABC Supply is out as the main sponsor for AJ Foyt Racing, which they had a good run. I think it was 14 years.
15.
15? It wasn't 14?
15. It wasn't 14, I know. I really wanted it to be 14.
Damn.
But it's like one of the longest, if not the longest, like, sole sponsors for a team.
Yeah.
They are still going to be doing a car for the 500.
Yes.
but it sounded like maybe only one car.
Yeah, I believe they're still going to sponsor Tony Kanaan for the Indy 500. You want to try that again?
I said maybe he won't have a ride with Voigt. I mean...
I think that Voigt's going to let him drive as long as he wants to. And I feel like this might be his final season, like his swan song season in 2020. Be. Yeah.
And I say this with absolute love for him. Like, I'm not... but, you know...
Yeah. Although, I would just love for him to come back and win the Indy 500.
If he won the Indy 500 his last year, I would cry ugly tears in the stand.
I mean, it would be great. And he does do well on ovals. I'm sure that's why ABC's like, I mean, we're still going to sponsor TK for the 500, though. Like,
we're still going to sponsor him.
He's a fan favorite. Stupid. Like, his car will be shown many times because it's TK.
It's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that they are no longer doing it. And with, I mean, not spoiler alert, Pocono off the schedule, like, so obviously they're not involved with that either.
No, no, they aren't.
Two separate things, but just...
They are, but I think that, yeah, their contract with the Pocono track was up for them sponsoring that race as well.
Yes.
And I don't believe that there was interest in them renewing that sponsorship, even if the race did come back.
Yeah, it just, everything kind of happening at once. It seemed very, I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting, I guess.
Well, and I think that ABC Supply, like their owner or somebody was a huge AJ Foyt fan, and that person died, and the widow was still, you know, like doing the sponsorship and whatever. But I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and so it's also one of those where it's like, okay, when the person who really loved AJ Foyt and racing and all that has, you know, passed away many years ago, at some point, you know, somebody's going to be like, you know, let's put our money into other things.
Like, we'll still do one car, though, because, you know,
but
not all of the cars.
Yeah, but so much of sponsorship is about, you know, people's relationships with these drivers and the teams. It's never like, hey, you know, this is the best financial decision ever. Like, no, you're still giving money away. I mean, you're gonna get perks from it as well, but you're still, you know, it still is money, and so yeah, so a lot of it comes down to, yeah, if somebody was somebody's favorite driver, or, you know, it's all about who you know.
It really is.
In the sponsorship game, it is who you know.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but it'll be interesting. I mean, obviously they'll still be around. AJ Foyt Racing isn't going anywhere.
And they were, like, already lining up sponsors, so, you know, AJ and Larry burning down phones, probably.
I feel like everybody takes AJ Foyt's phone call.
I mean, do you want to be the person that doesn't take AJ Foyt's call?
Nope.
No, I'm scared of him.
I don't want him to accuse me of screening his calls.
No. I've seen what happens, okay? He kills bees.
Right? They've tried to kill him twice. He does not play.
No, he just is like, that's cute. And the man has bulldozers, okay? Don't mess with him.
Okay? Yeah. He is a microcosm for the entire state of Texas. Like, don't mess with Texas, don't mess with AJ Foyt.
AJ Foyt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we get that on a t-shirt?
Oh my gosh. We should get those made and wear them to the Texas race next year.
Yes. Yes. I need this to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, I'd wear it.
Yes.
On the plane, around the track, on the plane right back home. Like, that's a great shirt to wear going to Texas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Don't mess with AJ Foyt.
Texans would approve.
I believe that they would. I believe they would. Oh. All right. Well, I think that's about it for news. There wasn't really too much else.
That's okay. It's kind of, everybody's just kind of laying low as the season finale comes. We're still waiting on a couple of big announcements, but we'll just patiently, but not patiently, wait.
Yes. As patiently as we can muster. I will say, at the BC39, the Clausen Marshall Racing car that was sponsored by German Save Lives, Zeb Wise, he won the main event. So
that was so great. It was like, just feels right.
It does. It was very cool. It was very cool. And it was a fun night. I regretted only one thing the next morning, and that was going to White Castle on my way home.
I mean, everybody knows my opinions about White Castle, so I will not rehash it, but...
I know you don't like White Castle, but I do.
I know. You like it in the moment.
In the moment, yeah, no, it bit me.
Yeah.
But the BC39, another great time. Actually, the Brickyard 400 is going on as we record.
I was going to say, I have no idea what's going on, except it did not look like there were a lot of people there.
No, this is actually a tradition now. It's the third year in a row that we have done our broadcast during the race.
Didn't we do it? Well, we couldn't because it was weird last year, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I guess last year we did not do it during the race. We did it in the media lot right after the race while we waited for traffic to clear out.
Yes.
And then the year before we left early.
And did it at your house.
Yeah, while they were finishing up.
Because we just can't handle that race.
No, we can't. So, Kyle Busch won yesterday because he popped over to the Infinity Series because I guess he's trying to get 100 wins.
Apparently they let it, so it's similar. I don't know how NASCAR does it, but I'm like, so y'all can just go back down a rung? That's a thing?
Well, what's interesting, and actually Connor Daly commented on this a couple months ago because it was something, it was totally unrelated to this conversation, but somebody said something about, the different rungs in NASCAR and how it's stepping back, and he actually said that it's not like ours where, you build up, you go up through the ladder. The Xfinity Series is a professional series, whereas the Indy Lights is a quote-unquote amateur series. But yeah, I mean, the NASCAR ones tend to feed into one another, but they all are professional series, so it's not exactly the same. Because people were comparing it to Scott Dixon racing in USF 2000.
And that's what's always weird about me. I'm like, it's not, but it's I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I really haven't dedicated a lot of time to it.
I mean, that right there, that's all the time I've dedicated into it.
Reading
a couple tweets.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, so he won yesterday. To be determined as to who's going to win today.
Yeah, I don't. Some of the cup contenders who needed to win apparently have crashed out. That is all I know.
Yeah. There was a crash that
apparently happened on pit lane.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a pit lane incident. A couple of cars ran into each other. Get it together, NASCAR.
Interesting.
I'll have to add this as a final statement about it. So my parents worked the Trip to Save Lives booth yesterday. So Saturday during the Xfinity race, or right up to the Xfinity race, and my mother, as what she likes to say after she's done talking to everybody at these things, is okay, enjoy the race. And she said, everybody kept telling me that so and so was going to have a good race, and they weren't INDYCAR, so I didn't know who they were talking about. It's she would have at least known if they had an INDYCAR driver, and that warmed my heart.
I know. I love that. She's well, they weren't INDYCAR, so...
Well, I didn't know who they were.
I don't know who
Good,
they are.
Mom. You keep it that way.
Yeah, somebody at work this week, I was getting a report, and they were... and I said I was off this week, and they're like, oh, yeah, for the big race? And I was like, no, that's not the kind of racing I do. What do you do?
No.
INDYCAR. They're like, oh, is this different? And I was like...
I don't have the time.
Yes, it's very different, but I gotta go home.
Look, I don't have 3 hours for the normal lecture, so I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'ma just dip.
I was like, no, that's not the racing I do, but thank you. I appreciate you thinking of me, though.
Right, you're at least well, at least you know this much.
Right, you knew there was a race.
Your thoughtfulness.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that you were gonna, you were gonna be have a great weekend at the track. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your well wishes.
All right.
Well, speaking of going to the track, yeah. Speaking of going to the track, let's break down a 2020 schedule.
All right, so let's just kind of run it down. Starting first, March 15th, the 1.8 mile street course. INDYCAR starts again on the streets of St. I feel like I should do a lead everything on the streets of St. Petersburg.
Yes, you should.
And actually, this year they kind of re-upped their contract, so they're going to be starting on the streets of St. Pete. There it is. Sent through at least 2024.
All right.
So we got at least 4 more years of boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Jay, we have not received a text that you've reserved the Airbnb boat. So
you know what? let's be real. Lisa, we know Jay doesn't listen. But Lisa.
Please, we need a vote.
We need a vote.
For Boats and Hose.
For Boats and Hose. Boats and Hose 2020.
Yes. We're good for it. Will you take a check?
Right.
So, I'm just, I think it actually is a little bit later this year. So, it was the second Sunday this year. Now it's the third Sunday in March. So.
Yeah. Which is interesting because they basically took Sebring's date. So, Sebring moved 1 week back, which meant Coda had to move.
Yeah, which is like really the whole big reason why Coda moved.
Yeah. So the 15th, March 15th for St. Pete, and then we have, what is it, 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. And then, the schedule is on my phone, so I can't look at it.
Oh, that's okay. Yep, I got it. Barber Motorsports Park. I got it.
Okay, sorry. I was like, I'm not being dramatic here. I don't have access to it right now.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was a pause for drama because, well...
I'm dramatic.
Yes, it's you. And the only person more dramatic than you is Fernando.
Yep, that's it.
Then we go to Barber Motorsports Park, the beautiful, beautiful road course in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes.
So obviously with Coda moving, Barber moves from third in the lineup to second in the lineup, which I kind of like. I mean, I don't have any strong feelings except that I really love Barber Motorsports Park.
I love Barber as well, and I think that it's important for them to keep that weekend because they have, just gone above and beyond with the amount of activities and things that go on at that track. I think that, they've earned the right to keep that weekend because they are well established within the community.
And if people listening to this who are upset about a certain Pennsylvania race not on the schedule and want another race to go to, this is definitely one you should think about.
It's a great race.
They have a wine and beer fest. I'm just going to put that out there for you.
Both days, Saturday and Sunday.
We could only do 1 day, and we almost missed the race because of it.
We did 2 days.
Did we do it the first?
We did.
We did do. Oh my God.
Yep. But we did almost miss the start of the race.
Start of the race. God. So we're definitely going to that.
Oh yeah, we're setting timers on our phone this year though.
We need to remember that. So yeah, St. Pete definitely, Barber's 100% definitely.
Yeah, that's happening. And so then the second weekend in April is Coda.
No, April 19th is Long Beach. Yeah, Coda jumped off. Remember?
That's right.
I groused about this for like 20 minutes.
That's right.
I'll grouse again. So Long Beach, the second longest race on the schedule, longest being longest on the schedule. Yeah, the street course in Long Beach.
It also feels like the longest because there's not
a lot of stairs.
Passing. Yeah, it's just not. I just don't like that race.
I mean, we tried it.
It's not for us.
It's not for us, and that's fine. You know what? Not everybody's going to like every race.
It's true. If Long Beach is your jam, more power to you.
But we will not be going back. That's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for both of us. No camping at Gateway, no going to Long Beach.
Them's the rules.
Yep.
Also no camping at Iowa.
Fuck no.
No.
That's a hard no.
No. So yeah, after Long Beach now, April 26th is Coda.
That's right, because it screws us going into May.
Yes, that's why I was like, well, I can't do Coda.
I guess we're not going to be able to go to Coda this year.
And maybe next year there'll be some sort of finagling again, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay. It's all right.
Okay, so yeah, April 26th, the road course in Coda, its second year. And as we talked about, it was for the 24th of March, but the move, and everybody has been upfront about this, the move all the way, a month later is now, it gives that big cushion around Sebring for all of the drivers who do Sebring.
And all of the race fans, the IndyCar fans that go to Sebring. That was the other part of it, is that, which I thought was very cool, is that IndyCar, said, we recognize that this is a big event in the whole motorsports community, and we want to respect that and not try and compete with them.
Which, that's being very cognizant of everything.
It is. I think it's a smart choice. It screws us personally, but I think it was a smart choice.
But, now that I kind of look at the schedule, so like March 15th, April 5th, and then we actually are not leaving until after May. My boss might not start to get a little twitchy when I talk about, oh, hey, so.
Yeah, it gives us some good negotiating room.
Mm-hmm. Hey, remember I was here for basically all of April, and May is easy. So anyway, yeah, after COTA is May.
Honestly, we're going to both of the Indy races.
And quals.
Naturally.
So 3 weekends in May. So.
Well, and the first weekend is Rev, so.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
And the Mini, if you choose to do it.
Yes, and the Mini. For some of us who I will do it this year, hopefully, as long as I don't screw my ankle up again.
Yeah, you should avoid doing that.
Screwing my ankle up or the Mini? Because with you, I have to ask.
Screwing your ankle up. I was trying to be kind because I know that for some reason you enjoy running, so.
I know, but you knew that it was. I gave you an opening.
I know. I mean, I would suggest that no one choose to run voluntarily, but again, if that's your thing, yeah.
More power to you.
Yeah, good on you. It's not. For
so
me.
Yeah, the 9th is the. They have it listed as the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course.
Which cracks me up. I'm like, it's the INDYCAR GP.
It's the INDYCAR GP. So that's the 9th. And then the 24th of May is the 500. And then the 30th and 31st of May is Detroit.
Which we will not be going to.
No, that's not happening again. And, I mean, more power to people who enjoy going to Detroit, who can go to Detroit. It's the street course that... It's been on the schedule for a while. There's been on and off years, but whatever. For some of us who spend a lot of time at the track in May, can't make it happen.
Yeah, no, we just can't pull it off. We don't have the PTO. So honestly, one of these years I would enjoy going. At least one of the days.
Yeah, but again,
can't pull it off.
Maybe when I'm working for myself, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But following Detroit, June 6th. What quickly became one of our favorite races this year, Texas Motor Speedway. The 1.5-mile oval, which has continually been on the schedule since 1997. And if you are thinking about going to this race, just go.
Just go. It is fantastic. In fact, I actually got a text this week. DJ T-Swin is thinking about adding Texas this year.
Come on, T-Swin. We can all party at the same hotel.
Oh, yeah. I already was like, this is where we stayed. We're staying there again. They've got a pool.
That's the thing. The Motel 6 got a pool. Not bad.
Right.
Right across the street.
Yeah, I was like, the whole damn state is charming. I was like, other than driving through Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the driving there, wild.
A little scary.
A little scary. And that's off the track.
Yeah, on the track. Wild and awesome. Oh my God, seeing that race in person with the Big Hoss TV, which you don't appreciate the size of Big Hoss until you go, oh my God.
No, you really cannot comprehend how awesome that TV is. You're like, okay, yeah, it's a big TV. Like, no, everybody can see it, and you never have to squint at a video board.
No, I have horrible eyesight, and I was like, I can read it just fine. I probably could read it with my glasses off just fine.
Yeah, and they have so much info up there, like how fast they're going, where they're,
Like, even during quals, they had great data points up there, and I was like, I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah, they know how to do a race in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to do
do yourself a favor, and honestly, like, if you're gonna pick, it's hard to pick a flyaway race, but, because, like, St. Pete, but...
Yeah.
Texas should be on there at least once.
Yes.
Like, at least once. Go to Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It is something that everybody should do at least once, and then you'll want to do it every single year.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Like, I don't know how that race isn't as big as the Indy 500. That is the level of excitement and racing that they put on.
Well, I think it's because, they had that... there was a safety issue with Champ Car a while back, and so they canceled that race, and then, we had the shit show.
Well, that's true.
But, last year, there wasn't that bad. Sorry, I have to take the dog out, or she'll start talking for me.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Last year it wasn't that bad.
That's true.
I mean, there were incidents, but it wasn't like we had seen before, right? I'm not like weirdly forgetting a huge crash.
No, there wasn't anything super crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a track, hell of a race.
You really should go. Yeah, I mean, we're going, right?
Yeah, we're going. There's reason enough right there.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and then we get
you can
a week off, I believe.
It's always weird because it's June 21st, so it's like 2 full weeks. But if you think about practice, it's not a full week.
Yeah.
And then it's Road America.
In beautiful Wisconsin.
The longest road course as far as length, 4 miles. The
longest course, period.
Yeah, period, yeah. Cheese heaven. It's just all of the cheese.
Yeah, it's a great track, except for the security people that work in the carousel. Actually, no, just the one woman that works at night. Everybody else is fine.
Yeah. I was going to say, just for security, Meemaw. Cranky security, Meemaw. Everybody else was cool. It really is just a fun weekend. Like, people say, Mid-Ohio is the party weekend. Road America is like the chill weekend. But they're both kind of got a really just chill, fun vibe to them. Like, I don't really feel the different vibe between Mid-Ohio and Road America. Maybe it's just us, though.
I mean, maybe it's just who we go to races with.
I mean, maybe that's it, too.
Because we bring the same level of chill and party to every race, regardless of the vibe.
Yeah, and so do most of the people we, go with.
Yeah. So it might just be us. But, I mean, I can see where people are coming from. But I agree with you that I think they have very similar, you can come and have a good time. You can come and bring your family. You see a lot of racing. It's a fun weekend all around.
Yeah. And then, after Road America, everybody has to turn right around and go to Richmond, Virginia, not Richmond, Kentucky, as sometimes I get flipped in my mind.
Yes, Richmond, Virginia.
The 0.7 mile oval, so 3/4 of a mile oval.
Yes.
So, let's pause here for a moment and talk about Richmond.
I mean, you know how I feel. I don't think that IndyCar should be on a track that's under a mile.
I'm with you. I enjoy short ovals, but I don't enjoy short ovals with IndyCar. Short ovals offer, sprinting, 3/4 or dirt, things like that. 100% I agree with. I love it. Yeah.
If you want to see IndyCar drivers on a track like you see drivers on a dirt track, then put them into quarter midgets or,
something.
Yeah, 4 strokes or whatever, and throw them on a dirt track. Don't try to turn IndyCar into dirt track racing.
Fun fact, we have a dirt track right here.
Right. Matter of fact, we do. I would actually love to see a bunch of IndyCar drivers race on that dirt track.
Oh my God, they could do such a great. I don't think it's a Pro-Am, but maybe it's a Pro-Am.
Yeah, but something like that. I mean, I think that it would. Generate a lot of PR. Yeah.
Everybody would come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So apparently Richmond did a whole 30 million. I saw 30 million, and I really feel like that was a typo, but I guess not.
No, probably not.
Redevelopment to their track, and a lot of it was focused on the infield experience. So I have no idea what that really means.
Interesting. Homestead is getting ready to add in a beach, and I have never been more on board with IndyCar going back to Homestead in my life.
Yeah, I don't know how we make that happen, but Mark Miles, let's go.
Yeah, they're putting in a lake and a beach, okay?
A beach with sand.
I can watch IndyCars and be on a beach.
I can tan, drink some, margaritas, have water near me and IndyCars. That's basically how I'm going to retire.
I mean, that's the dream.
It's the dream.
That's the dream.
That's the dream right there. Make it happen.
Make it happen. So I think it's cool, and they already have started selling tickets. They were going to post up, I think, camping by the end of this week or next week. So
Richmond?
Yeah, Richmond, sorry.
Okay.
Going back.
That's what I figured.
And they're jam-packing Saturday. They're doing practice, quals, and race, back to back to back.
Yeah, that's it. So, Friday night practice, and then Saturday, Jay Fry, I set, practice, quals, race. And this is like the trial for how they would do other Saturday night ovals.
Which I think is dumb.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because you should beef up your weekend rather than shorten it.
Because here's the deal. It's Richmond, Virginia. A lot of people will think about driving there, where I don't know if we can even... part of me thinks we can't make a drive happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, we might have to just fucking fly.
But that's the thing, because now you're like, well, if it's only Friday through Saturday, and it's so short and so jam-packed, like, do I fly or do I drive? And I don't want to drive for like a day and a half.
No,
because we all have jobs, so... If
I'm not going to be there for at least the amount of time that I'm going to be in the car, I'm not going to drive.
But that's... If the on-track time does not equal my drive time, I'm not going to drive, and now you're looking at flights.
And there's a number where I'm not going to come.
Yeah, I mean, it's Richmond, Virginia. I don't know that... I've never flown into Richmond, Virginia, so I can't even begin to think if that's like a real airport or like the airport I'm about to fly into in Columbia, South Carolina, where you're like, who just landed in my plane?
Is this a strip mall?
Mm-hmm. Do I have to get out? I have to get out of the plane to get into the airport? That's not... No. Like, I shouldn't walk across tarmacs.
How is this still a thing?
So I think what was very interesting to a lot of people was that I kind of thought, okay, they'll hot switch out Richmond and Pocono.
Yes.
But they didn't. This is instead kind of filling that break that used to be between Road America and Toronto.
Yes.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure out Richmond.
We will. Because then, is there any time off between that and Iowa?
So, June 27th is Richmond. July 12th is Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, so then it goes into July 12th. The Toronto race, our one multinational race. The street course on Toronto, which one day we will go.
One of these days.
When you're allowed back and I get my passport situation figured out.
Yep.
AKA, I get it.
I know, you said it like it's a situation. I'm like, you just have to do the application and go get your picture taken.
I just have to do bureaucratic work, not for my job, and that's really the biggest hang-up on it.
Do you want me to just do it for you? I'll take you to Walgreens, we'll get your picture.
I mean, it's not even a picture, it's the stupid form.
I'll fill out your fucking form.
I'll make my mom do it. My mommy filled out my passport. It's like the airport when they ask, like, has anybody else, like, packed for you? Has anybody else filled out your passport application? My mom did it.
I mean, you know what? You might as well let me do it, because when I finally do the whole application for Canada, I need to know all of my past addresses, which I don't remember, so I'm going to need you to pull some forms. So,
I mean, maybe we don't say that out loud. But that's okay. I'm going to do it.
I'm like, it's okay. I can get a cop to do it too.
Nobody from work listens to this podcast, I think.
No, I'm sure I've got them all somewhere.
See, what's so funny is when I had to do the bar, you didn't have to do that for your nursing application? Your nursing board application?
I mean, I had to go back like 3 years.
Oh, we had to go like all the way back for the bar.
Yeah, no, I only had to do like 3 years, and my permanent address never changed during that time. Like, I kept my permanent address as my parents' house, so... Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, July 12th is Toronto, and then July 18th is the .87-mile oval, Iowa. So yes. July 18th is Iowa.
Yes.
Which, it's a good race, and it was a good weekend. I think our problem was the weather just, like, destroyed any motivation to ever camp there again.
It absolutely did.
I can't. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah, no, it absolutely did. We had a great time that weekend, which says a lot in spite of the weather. Both
the unbearable heat and, the tornado.
Yes, and then the tornado. But yeah, no, we couldn't have asked for better company.
No.
But yeah, it was a great time. But yeah, I don't know. If we're looking at, races, if we've got to make some choices on races that are going to make the cut.
I was in that maybe list.
Yeah, I'm like, we had a great time. Was it my favorite race this season? No. It was fine, but again, I don't love IndyCars on small ovals.
And if somehow Toronto ends up being a yes, I was out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
But if anybody else is thinking about going to Iowa, you should do it.
Yeah, no, it was still a good time.
Still a good time. It's like it doesn't, but it does kind of almost feel like the sunken amphitheater, like at Greece.
Yes.
When you go there.
Yes, it does.
I suppose let me see. Then just because of the way like the terrain is around it, you kind of almost feel like it's a sunken sort of amphitheater, and you're like the chariot races. So it is cool, but
it is.
It's on the maybe list.
Yep. It did not wow us as much as Texas. I'll say that.
Oh my God! Well, I feel like nothing really could have wowed us as much as Texas did this year.
No. Mm-mm. I mean, it almost wasn't even fair.
No.
Although, I mean, I say that, and I was wowed by Barber as well.
I heard Barber wowed us too, but nothing. I don't think we were just Texas just came out of nowhere, and we were just like, "What is this?"
That's the thing. We weren't expecting to be wowed that much by another oval.
Yeah, because our oval is the best there ever was, but and is, but Texas just was like, but we're a close second, and I was like, "You're right, Texas, you are."
Yes. Yes.
So,
yeah. No, yeah. They are correct. So yeah. So then it's the 4-week break for the Olympics, and I don't know how many times I responded on Twitter to people going, "Why is there such a long break with the Olympics?" The Olympics. Honest to God, if you had just searched the word Olympics on Twitter that week,
I think all of our tweets would have showed up.
Yeah. I mean, and not even just ours. I mean, everybody was I saw that response from so many people. Broadcasters, IndyCar radio, IndyCar people. It cracked me up. Everybody.
It's the Olympics.
The Olympics.
That's why. Because NBC covers the Olympics. So NBC wisely knew not to schedule anything else.
I mean, it makes sense.
Even if it wasn't NBC, say we were with ABC or whomever, you also wouldn't want to schedule anything against the Olympics. Summer Olympics. I mean, maybe not. I don't know if Michael Phelps is swimming, but it's Summer Olympics.
It's the Summer Olympics. Everybody watches the Summer Olympics.
This is when the USA shows up and was like, "Sup, y'all? Did you forget about me?"
Right.
Basketball.
Yeah. No.
And swimming.
And swimming. Yes.
I mean, some track and field. Some.
Yep.
Maybe Usain. I feel like he retired though. I don't know. Please don't quiz me on who or who not will be at the Summer Olympics. It's too far away. I don't have it in my head
yet. It doesn't matter. We're Team USA.
We're Team USA all the way, baby.
All the way. So it doesn't even matter who's swimming. They're an American. We're sporting them.
If you all think I'm annoying about Indiana, I actually will buy some of the gear that they wear during the opening ceremonies and wear it throughout the Olympics. Usually the hats. I've gotten them for everybody who knows is okay, let's get her the hat for her birthday. She'll wear it all the time. We can get it to her ahead of time. It's fine. And I'm then just cut to me in front of the TV with the hat and the flag going, USA, USA. I'm there. I'm all in.
That does not surprise me at all.
I love it. I love the Olympics. So
you are a very patriotic person.
I surprisingly am. I am. But I'm not jingoistic. I love everybody, but I just really love cheering for us in the Olympics.
I mean, I do too.
It's a thing. That's part of what the Olympics. I didn't know that this was going to turn into a diatribe about the Olympics. I'm going to rein it in, but that's half of what the Olympics are all about. Everybody gets together, has a lot of camaraderie, a lot of sportsmanship. Everybody at home is yeah, let's go, my home country.
Absolutely. It's very unifying.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we can all stand behind. Yeah.
Do I cry during the opening ceremonies? Maybe.
I mean, if you've never cried during the opening ceremonies, come on now.
Especially the home ones. I was bawling. Oh
yes.
My God, it's going to be in Tokyo. Oh shit, it's going to get lit.
Ooh, it's going to be so cool.
Oh, gosh, darn it. This is going to be amazing. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, after the Olympics, August 16th, Mid-Ohio, which is a big change for everybody.
It is, and it's only because of the Olympics. I'm sure they're going to go back to their usual spot.
Right.
Because that weekend actually really sucks for Mid-Ohio because that's all of your, everybody who's not in college is back to school by then.
Yeah, and it was right around the week. I mean, it was Pocono weekend, really.
Yeah, it's always like the last weekend in July.
Well, I mean, yeah, Ohio is the last weekend in July, but this one is like that
the Pocono
weekend when people are moving into college.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's Mid-Ohio, August 16th. Again, it's just a great road course. If you haven't thought about going, you definitely should go.
Yes.
Not that we will be there, but that's just an added bonus.
It is. I mean, that's another one that we will always go to, so, yep.
And we do have to kind of talk about, Pocono is kind of, it was weird. So everybody pretty much knew Pocono weekend that it was looking kind of dicey.
Yeah.
But some reports have came out and have said up until the Thursday before Portland, it was still on the schedule. It was going to be an 18-race schedule, which I'm thinking, where in the sweet hell did it fit on this schedule?
Well, the Olympics actually only last for like 2 weeks.
It's like a whole thing.
Okay.
If you think about it, it's like that's why they had to take a bit of a break. They probably could have done it the week right after the Olympics, but it's going to be a wonky for your broadcasters and things like that.
Yeah, it would be.
But anyway, regardless, it's not on the schedule.
It is not, and
there was how much? I couldn't remember the dollar amount, and I couldn't find it again.
For
the upgrades that were requested of
$1 million.
Okay, $1 million.
Which in the big scheme of racetracks is not that much money.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say $1 million like it was nothing, because for people like us, that's a whole lot of money. But I looked up and saw that Richmond just did $30 million. So
yeah, like $1 million worth of upgrades. Come on.
Which everybody's thought was that it was a more of not safety, but more facilities upgrade, probably the fence, the safer barrier, things like that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Nobody's saying that they won't not go back to Pocono. In fact, Mark Miles in one of the articles was like, yeah, but we're back at Gateway, we're back at Portland, so we're back at Laguna Seca. We won't. It's not a no, it's a not right now type of situation.
Yeah, it's not a never again, blah, blah. They didn't, that bridge isn't burned. It's just, it's not happening right now.
Oh, and I think I read something that also, the NASCAR schedule change also probably was not the easiest for them to deal with.
Well, I also read that they didn't have too much interest in negotiating with INDYCAR until they found out they were losing their second NASCAR weekend, and then it was a whole different story, so.
Well,
I don't.
Yep, there's that too.
Yeah. I am sad for our East Coast friends because it sucks for them to lose that race.
Yeah, but it also feels like
I said many times during that episode, Pocono shot themselves in the foot in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So we'll see. 2021, might happen. You never know. We won't have the Olympics to deal with.
Right, we definitely won't have the Olympics, so we shall see.
So August 16th is Mid-Ohio. The next weekend, August 22nd, is Worldwide Technology at Gateway. So the Bommarito 500. The fourth year? Fourth.
So yeah, so we're going to roll right from Mid-Ohio into your birthday weekend at Gateway.
Lord.
Thank God.
Yes?
I was going to thank God we get a week in between Gateway and Portland.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then we get a week, and then September 6th is Portland, which we will be going back this time because my brother should not be getting married again. If so, that's the second.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I like the girl he's marrying, so shouldn't happen. But if so, I'm going to invoke the nope. This is your second marriage clause.
I don't have to come.
I don't have to come. That's what that clause is. No. This isn't the first one. I'm out.
Right. I don't have to rearrange my life for this one.
And then they somehow, in the article I read, they made a big deal about the time between Portland and Laguna, like, collapsing. Like, it was a big deal. And I really just think it's the way the calendars are lining up.
It just happens to be where Labor Day falls this year.
Yeah, like, that's the whole thing. They're like, and now, look, see? Because September 6th is Portland, September 20th is Laguna Seca, and, yeah, it's just because of the way that Labor Day falls.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks instead of 3, just like there's 2 weeks between Gateway and Portland instead of 1, and it's because of where Labor Day is.
Yeah, so let's not pretend like we thought that was the greatest idea since sliced bread and realize that we shouldn't have such a long gap before our final race because it kills the momentum.
Yep, sure does.
So yeah, the 20th is Laguna Seca. We'll probably go, depending on how the race is this year.
Yeah, no, we will probably go to Laguna Seca next year.
Yeah, so for 2020, we've got 7 road courses, 5 street courses, and 5 ovals.
All right.
For a total of 17.
Same as this year.
Same as this year. Did not add a race. Just kind of, well, we added a race, we kind of flipped one out.
We did.
We flipped an oval for an oval. At least we didn't lose it for a road course.
That's true. That's true. That's the silver lining there. Which, speaking
trying to
of...
think positively.
That's true. Speaking of Laguna Seca, so we are not going this year, but we are going to have the final FCFG Unplugged of the year as a...
Is it an Unplugged, or is it just a watch party?
Well, it's a little of both.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be Unplugged style, where BYOC, bring your own chair/cooler, but it is a watch party. So we are going to watch the Laguna Seca race.
At your mom's house?
At my mom's house in the backyard. So bring a camping chair, bring a cooler, whatever drinks you want. If you want food and snacks, bring that. We are providing a yard and a screen on which to watch the race.
Maybe some chips.
Maybe some chips. Maybe some chips and dip.
Sale at Sam's.
Exactly. Depends on what's on sale.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we will get the details on that out on social media about what time, you can show up and all that. The race, I think, starts at 3:30.
Something like that. Think of it kind of like a really great GA seating with a bunch of friends.
That's kind of the vibe we're going for, because we're going to be in chairs in the grass, hanging out, having a good time. Yeah. It'll be a good thing.
It really will.
It will. And it's family friendly, so feel free to bring your kiddos. We'll have cornhole.
As we always do.
As always, yep. So, and cards and things. If people want to play different games, you're, of course, more than welcome to do that. So, yeah, it's just going to be a good hanging out, watching the race with some friends.
Yeah, and so we'll just, once we get everything kind of lined out in the next day or so, we will put all of that, and I'm saying this on a Sunday, so hopefully it'll be out before this episode is out, on all of our social medias.
We sure will. So, and if you aren't following us on social media, well, you should be, because we're hilarious there as well. You can find links to everything from our website, www.fastcarsfastgirls.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and you can also listen to our episodes from our website. You can download right there, or you can link up with different podcast apps. We're on pretty much everything, so make sure that you subscribe so that way you never miss an episode, and rate and review us. And if you did miss any, well, you can listen to old episodes on our website as well. Surprise, we're everywhere.
You can't hide.
You cannot hide from the Fast Girls.
No.
Many drivers have learned that.
Yeah, all of the drivers have learned that.
Oh. They've also learned that you can't file a restraining order against a non-family member in the state of Indiana.
Fun fact.
Surprise! Again.
Ha-ha! But now I have your home address.
Thanks for trying.
I find you.
Bitch.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, boy. I'm already off the rails. Well, it's taken taken this long to get us off the rails. Actually, I'm pretty proud of us.
I'm pretty proud of us, too. I am, too. Oh, all right. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to white flag this.
Yes. All right, what you got?
I do want to say a special congratulations to Ajax Racing driver Alex Lucas, who podiumed last night, Saturday night, but in his little pre-race interview gave a shout-out to us, which was adorable. And, of course, his sponsors, Integrate and Pain Tour. But, yeah.
And Superior Homes.
And Superior Homes. Don't want to forget those. He does so good with all his sponsors.
He does. I'm impressed by it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you guys have noticed in the last couple weeks, we've been sharing these videos from the Clyde Martin Memorial Speedway on our Facebook page that the National Racing Network puts out, and it's very cool. They broadcast these dirt track races, and and it gives all of us who are fans from afar the chance to watch rather than just get live text updates from his dad.
Yeah, it's just makes it more like I'm right there. And my neighbors don't hear me yelling at my phone at all hours of the night. It's fine.
I mean, my neighbors, I think, have just grown to expect the sound of cars and then me yelling, so it's cool.
They should by now. Like our neighbors, all of them collectively.
Yeah, no, they should definitely know by now. So, but yeah, so just want to say congratulations, and that it's been a fun season watching him race. I think he's got one race left.
Man, and I think he's really close to getting that Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait for that to happen. So,
I'm excited.
Awesome.
What do you have?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like that weird moment. We're in that weird moment in the schedule where you're like, oh man, I can't wait for the next race, and you're like, oh no, the next race is the last race.
It's like how you feel when you wake up the morning of the Indy 500. It's bittersweet.
You're like,
but I have to wait so long for the next one.
Like, I'm already thinking of, okay, so what are some things that we can do in the off-season? And I've not made lists and lists and lists already. It's fine. But, yeah, it's exciting because I think, the championship really is coming down to this last race. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for some of the announcements we're waiting for. But I don't want it to end.
I'm with you on that.
So I guess that's my white flag.
I want it to last forever.
And any driver listening is like, no, you crazy woman.
Yeah. That was nice of you to change that last word.
Yeah, I expect that they all have said the other word, and I'm absolutely okay with them using that word in this sense. Yeah, no.
It's not a statement on your gender. It'd just be anybody. No. Are you crazy?
No. Yeah. So, I think that's my white flag.
All right, excellent. Well, we should probably wave the checkered then.
I think that's next. Let's checkered flag this.
All right, thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.